A young girl came to the department. She underwent a membrane repair surgery. There was a noticeable shyness on her face. She hesitantly asked me if this would be discovered. I really liked seeing her like this, so I encouraged her to be more honest. If two people can't be together because of this issue, then what's the point of continuing? The girl's face turned even redder. She said, "I had an accident while running. He said he liked my pure appearance. I'm willing to do this." 3 months later, the girl came to find me again. Holding her belly, she said she was pregnant. Her face was filled with a happy smile. I hadn't even had the chance to congratulate her. Then her boyfriend called. "Baby, is the fetus okay? Get ready. I'm going to reward you with a week abroad." After the call ended, I was left in a bit of a daze. The girl waved her phone in front of me. "Big sister, if the two people have no feelings for each other, there's no need to continue." That's when I finally understood. Her boyfriend. Actually, he's my husband in the cafe. Sophia ordered me a latte with ice and no sugar. Right, 3 years ago, the youngest surgeon at the first hospital gave up her career to take care of her family. She chose a relatively easier department. However, big sister, why do you have to do this? Alex no longer likes you. Why not let go and find someone more suitable? She slightly raised her head, with a hint of confidence on her face. She didn't seem ashamed at all to be the mistress. Half of her expression was defiant. The other half was pity. The other half is compassion. I took a sip of coffee, struggling to suppress the anger inside. You specifically investigated me, and you took the initiative to get closer. Are you trying to make me give up? Sophia gave a cold smile. I just want you to understand the reality. Stop entangling with Alex. He hasn't been in touch with you for a long time, right? The child in my arms. He has even thought of a name. In that moment, I really wanted to splash hot coffee on her face and give her a good scolding. But what good would that do? She is carrying Alex's child. That is an undeniable fact. My husband, whom I've loved for 8 years, has hardly made time for me in the past 6 months. That is also true. I saw my tired face through the glass window. Time has dulled my youth, leaving behind some wrinkles. I started to regret my impulsive decision back then. I actually came here to learn more about this mistress. What do I have to compete with her for? A cheating man. If she wants it, just give it to her. If you're still not satisfied, we can make a bet. At that moment, Sophia caught up, with an excited blush on her face. The day after tomorrow is your 8th anniversary. Do you think he will spend it with you or take me out for fun? Just as she finished speaking, the phone rang once. Alex spoke to her gently in the voice message. "Baby, have you eaten yet? I know you like seafood, so I specially airlifted some for you." I lowered my head and saw that I also received a message on my phone. The content was very simple. "Overtime. You go ahead and sleep." This made me realize the happiness I thought I had was actually just a carefully woven lie from him. By 3 in the morning. After Alex came back, he put down his briefcase and quietly walked towards the bathroom. "Why didn't you turn on the light?" I suddenly spoke. It startled Alex. He saw me sitting on the sofa. A hint of panic flashed in his eyes. Then he quickly returned to his gentle self. He walked over and gently hugged me. He was worried about disturbing me. "You work during the day and still have to come back to do housework. I feel sorry for how hard you work. If you don't rest properly, you might get wrinkles. Then you won't look as good." It turns out he knows how much I've sacrificed for this family. He is very busy with work, and he has a bit of obsessive cleanliness, so he can't hire a nanny. All the household chores are my responsibility. For him, I gave up my career, from a surgeon to almost becoming a virtuous wife. Ironically, I haven't reacted much. Instead, the mistress is the one who got pregnant with his child first. "You like young and beautiful women. Just say it directly." He was taken aback. The smile on his face became a bit stiff. "It seems like I'm thinking, why did you suddenly say that, Emily? No matter what, I like you. You haven't slept yet. Are you feeling down? Is there something you want to say?" Just as he was waiting for a reply, the phone on the coffee table suddenly lit up. A voice message was sent from someone noted as Sweetheart. Alex almost immediately grabbed the phone. He made an excuse to go to the bathroom to handle company matters. He hurriedly walked to the entrance to change his shoes. "Go ahead, dear. There's a big project that went wrong. You should rest first. Wait until I'm done with this. I will spend time with you properly." Suddenly, I can't even remember the last time Alex took me out. The wedding photo on the wall emits a soft glow. The house is still so tidy. There are nearly too many gifts from Alex in the study. I had to send some valuables to the bank for safekeeping. Everyone says our marriage is a model of a fairy tale couple. Warm things, Now surrounded by cold lies and betrayal, it makes me feel a chill. I can hardly breathe. Sister, it seems you're going to lose this time. Alex has booked a flight to go abroad the day after tomorrow. He'll be with me for a whole week. By the way, Alex doesn't plan to come home tonight. I told him I was feeling unwell. He's worried too. He rushed over to keep me company, seeing messages from the mistress provoking me. I stayed quietly there all night. Until dawn, thinking back to our first year of marriage. I had a rash from a peanut allergy. Alex was so nervous that he immediately took me to the hospital. Although we missed a 300 million project because of it, he didn't complain at all. In the 3rd year, I fainted from exhaustion after surgery. He rushed to the hospital and scolded the director harshly. But last year I got the flu, had a fever of 39 degrees. He only sent someone to deliver a fruit basket. He didn't even come to see me at the hospital. I initially thought it was time that made our feelings fade, but I finally understand. He just gave his love to someone else. Dear, why are you awake so early? I brought you breakfast and some new jewelry from the company. I had to work hard to convince the board. This is specially delivered for you. Good morning. Alex came back with dark circles under his eyes. He immediately took out the gift. The affection on his face is the same as before. I can't see any difference. The more it is like this, the colder I feel inside. Thinking this way over the past 8 years, how much of it was sincere? How much was just for show? Why aren't you speaking, Emily? Did you not get enough rest? You want me to go to the hospital and help you take a leave? He had an anxious expression on his face. Gently stroke my forehead. I resisted the urge to push him away, look seriously into his eyes. Alex, I took a day off tomorrow. Can you spend the day with me? I want to know, this 8-year relationship, can it really compare to his 6 months with Sophia? I want to know, before the divorce. Can he give me my last bit of dignity? Tomorrow's matters really cannot be postponed any longer. Alex pretended to be troubled. Hold me tighter. Can we say the end of the month? I'll accompany you wherever you want to go. Seeing that I didn't respond, he innocently pouted. Dear, our future is still long ahead. Must it be tomorrow? I was taken aback. I reflexively pushed him away. I stepped back 2 paces as if to escape. Not only did he not choose me, he even forgot our 8th anniversary. I lost my composure a bit. Let Alex start to doubt me. But he was just about to comfort me when a phone call interrupted him. Half an hour later, Sophia sent another photo of them together. I loved Alex for a full 8 years. I almost gave everything, but I ended up stumbling in front of the mistress. Emily, the girl you asked me to investigate, I have already looked into her background. My best friend sent some information about Sophia. She is the 2nd daughter of the Smith family in New York. Although she is an illegitimate child of the Smith family, she grew up living with the butler. She is not very close to the Smith family, but she is still eligible to inherit 10% of the family fortune if Alex can establish a relationship with Sophia. He can leverage the Smith family's power to break into the fortune 500. I'm not sure if Alex wants to use her or if he genuinely wants to pursue her. However, the mutual care they have for each other feels very real. The reason Sophia underwent membrane repair surgery was mainly to cater to Alex's preferences, and Alex's mind is completely on her. For more than half a year, he has spent his free time with her. In contrast, I, the legitimate wife, feel more like a mistress. Emily, you want me to help you teach that mistress a lesson? So what if she is a member of the Smith family? Those who destroy other people's families will definitely face consequences. After calming down, I interrupted my best friend's worries. I'm not unable to live without Alex. I have already contacted a divorce lawyer. My best friend is very distressed. But for Alex, my career and health will never return, so I don't want to waste any more time on Alex. That day, I packed up all my things. I contacted a divorce lawyer. He cheated first. My assets cannot be reduced by even a penny. To prevent him from finding out, I transferred the assets in advance, acting as if I know nothing, continuing to make porridge for him like before, putting it in the pot, wait for him to come back from his night shift and heat it up, then it will be ready to drink. I didn't expect him to come back early. He came back with a bunch of bright flowers. He even pretended to care a lot. He invited me to go shopping at the mall. It's because he feels guilty inside. Or maybe he thinks I don't have time to accompany him. I don't want to think too much about it either. I just casually agreed. Then let's go for a walk. Perfect timing. There are many old things filled with his memories that need to be dealt with. Dear, let's check out that store. Classic clothing styles suit you better. Alex blocked my way to the trendy women's clothing store, pointing to a brand that specializes in clothing for middle-aged and elderly women. I clenched my fists. My emotions were a bit unstable. Alex, are you hiding something? You think I am no longer attractive? That's why you haven't come home for 6 months. At this moment, Sophia was standing in front of the trendy women's clothing store, with her arms crossed, just watching the excitement. I'm also curious about how Alex will respond. Dear, what do you mean by that? I think those brightly colored clothes are too flashy. I don't want you to wear them. No matter how you change in my heart, you will always be the most beautiful. It's rare to get out like this. Can you be a little more obedient? His sweet talk makes me feel a bit creeped out. Oh no, Alex, what if I really have to go to that store? He seems a bit impatient. His expression has also become a bit stiff. Really, stop causing trouble. Last time it was because of your stubbornness. We lost the child, Emily. We're not young anymore. Stop being so stubborn. I couldn't hear the rest clearly. The phrase because of your stubbornness kept replaying in my mind. We lost the child. I have been in poor health since childhood. Giving birth carries a lot of risks. Not only might I not be able to keep the child, my own body might also have significant problems. Alex knew about these things before we got married, but he still kept hinting that he likes children. He wants a baby. This has almost become his obsession. I love him. I took the risk of getting pregnant for him 3 years ago, but I miscarried after a surgery. Alex blamed me for not listening. I insisted on working during my pregnancy. Actually, the doctor said my miscarriage was destined. It had nothing to do with work. I explained this to Alex. He said he understood at the time, but he hasn't brought it up in all these years. Only now do I realize. He does care. He just keeps these feelings bottled up inside. Now when I see Sophia, I feel a bit anxious. I might say the wrong thing in a moment. So, Alex, have you been blaming me since 3 years ago you have been distant with me? Is it because I don't have children, but before I started trying to conceive? Didn't you say, no matter the outcome, you will love me, you will treat me well? As a result, I had a miscarriage for you. I also had health issues. I had to give up my dreams and career. I slowly became a housewife. Have you started to have opinions about me? The emotions that had built up finally erupted at this moment. I would rather Alex cheated on me because he lost interest in me, but I really can't accept it. He left me because I couldn't have children. I suffered for loving him, yet it became the reason for his departure. It's really hard for me to bear. When did I ever have an opinion about you? Emily, what has happened to you lately? Why are you so sensitive? I haven't ignored you. I've just been too busy with work lately. I really don't have time. Can you wait for me another week? Wait until I come back from my business trip. After I finish this big project at hand, he coaxed me all the way home in the mall, repeatedly assuring me that he wouldn't disappoint me. The time I've been waiting is exactly 1 week. His plan for that week was to go abroad with his mistress, after losing hope inside. Instead, I became more at ease. All right, I'll wait for you. 1 week later, the lawyer should have drafted the divorce agreement as well. Emily, you stay at home and behave. I'll go to the office to handle some matters right away. Seeing me so calm, he also breathed a slight sigh of relief, about to head out again. Meanwhile, Sophia sent a message. I asked Alex why he didn't greet me when we were at the mall. He hurriedly wanted to explain. Sometimes, if a man is too dependent on others, it can also be a bit annoying. I casually glanced at it. There was no fluctuation in my heart. Alex had already grasped the doorknob, turning sideways to look at me, his eyes filled with worry and a hint of testing. He said, Emily, don't you have anything you want to say to me? I was just about to shake my head. At that moment, there was a knock on the door. Alex opened the door. He saw the delivery guy holding a cake and a bunch of balloons, happily wishing, "Happy 8th anniversary to you all." It was then that I remembered. I had started preparing for this anniversary a few days ago. I had also bought candles and balloons for the cake. I requested the vendor to deliver it on time. I wanted to give Alex a surprise, but the result was clearly no surprise. Instead, it seemed to scare him a bit. Alex's face slowly turned pale. Blood seeped from his clenched palm. He stared for a long time before stammering out, "Why didn't you remind me? Today is our wedding anniversary. The time is exactly 12:01. I had carefully arranged this timing. Now I feel so foolish and ridiculous. I don't understand his panic right now. How much of it is because he's afraid of losing me? But things have come to this. I feel no fluctuations in my heart. I was just thinking of letting him stop worrying about the anniversary. Just go take care of your own things." Then I heard Alex apologizing. I'm sorry. Dear, this project is really important. It concerns the future of the company. I will definitely make it up to you when I get back. Next year, I will give you an unforgettable anniversary. I feel very upset inside. I can't say a word. So whether it's the wedding anniversary or not, he will still go find Sophia. Right, I saw the pleading expression in his eyes. I forced a smile. I nodded gently, but I couldn't help thinking, there won't be a next year. Alex, there is no future for us anymore. The next morning, Sophia couldn't wait to send me a photo of her boarding with Alex. I went to the bank. I wanted to withdraw the valuable gifts Alex had given me over the years. I roughly calculated before coming here. The total value of these gifts adds up to a significant amount. Even if sold at a discount, what I would end up with is still quite a lot. But one thing the bank manager said, it felt like a bolt from the blue. My whole body went cold. The gifts you stored. Mr. Alex must have taken them a long time ago. Didn't he tell you? I really don't understand why Alex would secretly take these gifts away. But the bank's records are not false. Coming back from the momentary shock, I quickly mobilized all resources to check my and Alex's assets. I only discovered it recently. Since the day I had a miscarriage 3 years ago, Alex started quietly transferring our joint assets. In other words, all these years, his kindness towards me was actually just pretense. All lies. I sacrificed my health for the love of this man. I didn't expect that at the moment I lost my fertility, he had already planned to kick me out. Every gift he gave me, every kiss, every sweet word. In fact, it was all just an act. Behind it lies a cold and calculated scheme. The beaches in Hawaii are really beautiful. Has Alex ever taken you there? We're currently discussing marriage, considering whether to invite you in the future. Big sister, Alex really doesn't love you anymore. No matter how persistent you are, it will only hurt you. It's meaningless. I've realized I've lost everything. My heart is filled with despair. In these 7 days, I've been feeling very lost. Yet Alex took Sophia to visit 7 countries. They happily toured over a dozen attractions. At night, I've been having insomnia. I can't sleep even after taking sleeping pills. My mind is filled with thoughts of Alex. He is always careful and cautious. If it weren't for Sophia coming to me, I might not realize it until the day I lose everything. I won't notice anything unusual. How should I cope with this? Is there any way to fight back? Every asset he transferred was done very secretly. He left no traces at all. My helplessness and unwillingness nearly drove me to collapse. My old ailments have also relapsed. The pain makes me feel hopeless. The day Alex came back, I looked pale and emaciated in the mirror. He was so scared that he immediately hugged me. My body trembled involuntarily. He asked me, "Why do you look so bad, Emily? Are you sick? What did the doctor say? Is it serious?" He disguised it really well. It really made me unable to stop laughing. "Alex, you tricked me so well. Are you feeling particularly proud inside? You're not even running a fever. Why are you suddenly saying such irrelevant things? Emily, don't scare me. What's wrong with you? Have you been to the hospital for a checkup? I have lost everything. The previous disguise and endurance have become meaningless." I pushed him away forcefully. My voice was hoarse. Only indifference and hatred remain. "Do you still want to keep pretending? I already knew about you and Sophia, and about the property matters. You have been plotting all along. Isn't it just to make it easier for me to leave? Alex, you got what you wanted. Let's get a divorce." I clenched my fists. I almost bit my teeth to pieces. Although I am unwilling in my heart, I can only hold back for now. I will retaliate later. The most important thing now is to leave him. Every second with him makes me feel suffocated. I thought Alex would show a smug smile and easily agree to my request, thinking that even some money as compensation would be fine. But I didn't expect that. At this moment, he still wouldn't let go. Ignoring my struggles, he held me tightly. "You're trembling even more than I am. Emily, you've misunderstood me. I never thought about divorcing you, and I don't want you to lose everything. I did transfer some assets and bank items, but I left everything to you. As long as you need it, I can return them to you anytime." Because I was too excited, I couldn't help but bite his shoulder. The taste of blood filled my mouth. It even trickled down from the corner of my mouth. Alex didn't resist either, still holding me tightly. "I'm getting angrier and angrier. You've already done enough to me. Are you not planning to let me go? Alex, I'll say it again. The miscarriage of the child is not my fault. You really want me to pay with my life for the child? Is that the only way you can find peace? Aside from that, I really can't think of any reason for you to keep pretending. What will it take for you to let me go? Divorce me. Alex's voice was urgent and firm. Emily, I don't want a divorce. I really haven't finished speaking. I pushed him away forcefully. As a result, I fell down myself. The back of my head hit the edge of the coffee table. The pain made me clench my teeth. The sudden change and loss of control over my emotions reminded me of past hurts. My body felt like it was being torn apart. The pain left me unable to move. I stood frozen there. Emily, are you okay? Alex hurried over to hold me. The intense pain brought tears to my eyes. He thought I was hurt because of emotional pain. He quickly said, I'm sorry. I won't see Sophia anymore. You want those gifts, I can give them to you. Even the most expensive treasure from the company, as long as you don't plan to sell it. I can also bring it to you. Emily, can you please forgive me this time? I want him to leave, but it hurts too much. I can hardly speak. I never really cared much about those gifts. For me, the most important thing is his concern for me from behind. But he always uses gifts to pull me in. He wants me to completely rely on him. What is he thinking now? I can't figure it out, and I dare not think about it. I grit my teeth, enduring unbearable pain, climbing out step by step, struggling, as long as I can leave him. I don't care about anything anymore. Don't move. Emily, I'm going to call an ambulance. No, I'll take you to the hospital right now. He just squatted down. The phone rang at this moment. He wants to answer it. It's only Sophia. Maybe he was too anxious. This time Alex didn't hide anything. Sophia on the other end of the phone sounds in pain. It seems there is a problem with the baby in her belly. There are painkillers at home. I'll get them for you right now. After hanging up the phone, Alex quickly gave me the medicine, then hurriedly left the house. You heard too. There's a problem with the baby in Sophia's belly. I can't ignore a life. You wait for me at home first. I'll take the medicine and come back as soon as possible, he said as he walked out the door. He's too lazy to even pretend. I had a miscarriage for Alex 3 years ago. It ruined my career completely. Now, because of his old illness relapsing, am I supposed to risk my life too? I struggled to crawl to the flower bed beside me. I really had no strength to move anymore. I fell to the ground in despair. My consciousness gradually blurred. I could only leave life and death to luck. We can only leave life and death to luck. Vaguely, I saw a familiar figure. I lifted my head. It was actually Sophia. She didn't look like she was in any pain at all. She stood there very naturally. Her posture was upright. Her eyes revealed a sense of superiority over the victor. It seemed like she was pitying me. You've come this far. Why are you still unwilling to let go? Sister, isn't what I've done enough for you to understand? Alex really doesn't care about you at all anymore. I have lost everything, and I still have to endure the other person's mockery. At this moment, rage filled my heart. It made me endure the pain without regard for everything. I hoarsely shouted out, You pretended that the child was in trouble. You called Alex over, just to humiliate me to my face, right? Sophia, you can win, not because I have no way out, but because I disdain getting entangled with a cheating man like Alex. I can't be bothered with your affairs, but this doesn't mean I'll let you do as you please. Wait until I post your matters online. There will be people who support me. Do you think in your Smith family you hold much weight? Do you think Alex has the courage? Will he dare to stay with you knowing it might offend the Smith family? These words make me feel very exhausted. As my vision becomes blurry, Sophia crouches in front of me. Her face is filled with shame and anger. She looks a bit flushed. Actually, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm really just having a stomach ache. That's why I called Alex. But I recovered quickly. Yet he still hasn't come. And I couldn't get through on the phone. So I came to check on you. She bends down, struggling to hold me in her arms. I know being a third party attracts criticism. I'm willing to bear the consequences. I'm willing to let everyone know, even if I'll be scolded and blamed. But compared to these, isn't love important? Alex doesn't love you anymore. Why do you still cling to him? It's not just us being tormented. It's also you yourself. I'm getting closer to you, to make you realize our feelings. It's not to provoke you, but to show you the reality, sister. You're a great doctor. I really admire you. Why are you so confused about your feelings? She held me, although she was crying. She was still so charming and passionate. Her small body was full of strength. She tried hard to take me to the hospital bit by bit. After arriving at the hospital, Sophia was almost exhausted, but she didn't sleep. She waited until I woke up. I saw her damp bangs and the genuine worry in her eyes. I began to take Sophia seriously again. She has never done anything uncomfortable. She just told me about her and Alex's relationship. She advised me to leave Alex. Sis, I'm begging you, just give up. Don't torture yourself anymore, okay? After treatment, I'm feeling a bit better now, she nodded gently. All right. I'll listen to you. She sniffed. Really? I nodded. It really is true. Paused for a moment. I continued speaking. But you might not have really won. We can make another bet. Bet if Alex loves you, or if he's just using you. Now I finally understand why Sophia always looks at me with that complicated expression. She's actually a very young person, hasn't seen much of the world, and with just a few tricks, Alex can make her fall deeply in love with him. She naturally believes everything he says. In her eyes, I am like a poor person still clinging to the fading light of love. She wants to save me, or perhaps just to marry Alex, but no matter what. When I was about to lose everything after being abandoned by Alex, it was she who saved me. Now it's my turn to save her. You just need to tell Alex that your affair was discovered by the Smith family. They have revoked your eligibility to inherit the estate. You can argue, but you were pushed and accidentally fell. As a result, you miscarried. I loved Alex for 7 years with such eagerness in my heart, yet I could never move him. He cares more about his career and children. If Sophia loses her usefulness, will he still love her? The brave and sincere young girl in front of me nodded confidently and said, okay, I'll bet with you. I hope this time you'll understand. Wake up and look for someone more suitable. Alex had a minor car accident on the way to find Sophia, although he wasn't hurt, but his phone was broken. As a result, he couldn't get in touch. After getting a new phone and returning to the company, he realized that he couldn't contact Sophia either. Baby, the child is okay, right? Why didn't you answer the phone? I looked for you in the hospital for a long time and couldn't find you. Where on earth are you? Don't make me worry. Okay, Sophia showed me the message Alex sent him. We both disappeared, but he was the first to care about me. Doesn't that indicate something? I gave a bitter smile. I didn't say anything. I took out my phone and saw almost identical content. Sophia was taken aback. For the first time, her face showed doubts about this relationship. She met Alex by chance at a party. They had a great conversation and exchanged contact information. Sophia said, at first she didn't know that Alex had a family. Having lacked love since childhood, she was attracted by Alex's care and personal charm. She took the initiative to pursue him. Initially, Alex rejected her. He told her he already had a family. Sophia also considered giving up on this relationship at one point. The turning point happened one night when he was drunk. Alex said he no longer had feelings for me. It was I who couldn't let go. I kept clinging to him. Sophia saw hope again. I came to a conclusion. I felt that he was deliberately toying with me. He already knew a lot about you before getting close to you. I know Alex has such thoughts and patience. Sophia shook her head excitedly. She felt it was impossible. Even if Alex doesn't love me, he is definitely not the kind of bad person who would scheme against others. Really? I took out records of Alex secretly transferring marital assets. There are also some chat records. They can prove that we were at least in love on the surface. It's not about who relies on whom all the time. Sophia finally understands the kind of passionate and profound love she thought it was. In fact, it was just a well-planned scheme by Alex. The second bet, she lost terribly. To make several well-known business figures cooperate with her act, she took a huge risk, pretending to be abandoned by the Smith family. Unexpected miscarriage. The result, Alex immediately blocked all her contact information. He was more decisive than I imagined. Not even a single word of explanation. No goodbye either. Meanwhile, my phone was bombarded with messages from Alex. Dear, I have really changed. I won't do anything to hurt you again. I blocked all of Sophia's contact information. Promise I won't see her again in the future. As long as you promise me not to get a divorce, I'm willing to return all my assets and gifts to you. Please, just return my call. Don't ignore me. Okay, I really have something to tell you. It's hard to explain over the phone. I hope to explain it to you in person. I'm expressing it through text. I can imagine his expressive face, but I'm thinking, I've become of no use anymore. What is his purpose in saying these things, just thinking about it? Sophia's eyes are all swollen from crying. She walked over. She said, you won. What do you plan to do now? Go back to Alex. Give him a chance to observe again. I chuckled softly. I answered without hesitation. I will definitely not go back. I said it before. From the moment he cheated, I no longer respected him. Only after saying that did I notice Sophia's bad mood. I was about to comfort her a bit. Sophia wiped her tears. She gritted her teeth. Since that's the case, Let's fight back together. This guy tricked us so badly. We can't let him live too comfortably. I paused for a moment. I couldn't help but smile slightly. Being young is great. Love and hate are clearly defined. After recognizing a person, it's easy to let go. Unfortunately, I wasted my youth on Alex. There's no turning back. After Sophia had her surgery, I brought her some chicken soup to visit her. I told her some precautions. I hope she won't suffer like I did. In the future, just as I said this, Sophia suddenly burst into tears. She said, "Big sister, from the first time I saw you, I felt you were a good person. I really didn't want to ruin your family. At that time, I loved Alex too much, and I didn't want to delay you for too long." I gently held her in my arms and said, "It's okay, I believe in you. Alex has a crush on Sophia. It might be because her family is wealthy, but she lacks love. It's easier to be deceived. I guess." After I discussed the counterattack plan with him, he returned to Alex's side. As soon as we met, he tightly hugged me. It seemed like he was really crying. His face was full of joy. He cried until his voice was hoarse. He said to me, "Emily, as long as you wear this bracelet, I can be monitored by you 24 hours a day. I swear I won't do anything to disappoint you again." He also pointed to the pile of jewelry behind him. "As long as you promise not to divorce me, not to leave home, I can give you these right now. Deposit them in your bank." I didn't expect he would use tangible benefits to persuade me. It left me a bit dizzy. What about the assets? "I will transfer the assets back as well. You can check every transaction, monitor at any time." I saw his eyes were red from crying. His face looked haggard. I couldn't help but ask, "Since you treat me so well, why are you secretly transferring assets? Sophia is already pregnant with your child. How can you give up so easily?" Alex's answer surprised me. He told me, "Emily, everything I did was to have a child." He was lying in my arms, smiling against my belly. That look reminded me of the feeling of being pregnant. Except this time, there were tears in his eyes. "He knows I have always wanted a child. I dream about it too, but your health is not good, and you have already experienced a miscarriage. I don't want to take that risk. So I decided to secretly have a child with someone else. Once I have the child, I'll bring them to you and tell you I adopted them. I chose Sophia because she is easy to deceive. Even if I ultimately abandon her, I can still control her using her family background and appearance. Transfer assets. It's about what if you find out. I can take advantage of the money issue. Give me a chance to explain." He said this while looking at me affectionately. He spoke while gazing at me with deep affection. He said to neglect me and accompany Sophia. It's purely for the sake of the child. He is worried that I would be heartbroken. I don't understand him, so he has been trying hard to hide things from me. It seems the more he cares about me, the more he can make me forgive him. But I only feel a deeper fear than ever. I dare not think of the person who has spent 8 years with me. Turns out to be a cold person who would do anything for his own purposes. A ruthless person willing to do anything. This matter makes me feel anger and discomfort. It's even more serious than simple betrayal, but for the sake of my plan, I held back and didn't show it. I pretended to forgive him. Not only do I need to manage the assets well, I also need to understand every aspect of the business. Can this really be done, seeing me relent? Alex happily promised that he would never hide a penny's usage from me. Our plan is very simple. I will inquire about the business secrets of Alex's company, and Sophia is responsible for leveraging the powerful resources of the Smith family, slowly merge Alex's company. If I act alone, the information I have would be useless. Even if the Smith family is powerful, if I can't find Alex's weaknesses, there would be no way to start with our collaboration. In less than 6 months, Alex's company is about to go bankrupt. He works until 2 or 3 in the morning every day before going home. This busy schedule is indeed for the company's sake. "Emily, the matter of adopting a child has to wait a bit longer. I have prepared some money for you. You should go abroad first. The company's matters are too complicated. I'm not confident I can handle it well. Alex has lost quite a bit of weight. He's already considering leaving after he transfers the money to me." I took out the divorce agreement I had prepared long ago. "Say it. Sign here. Regarding you and Sophia, she has given me all the evidence. I hope you can be straightforward. I don't want things to get too ugly." At that moment, many complex emotions flashed in Alex's eyes, surprise and confusion, and a deep sense of helplessness and despair. His eyes were red. He trembled as he held my hand and said, "Emily, do you believe me? I will definitely make a comeback. Just give me some time." but I withdrew my hand. I let go of all pretenses. I looked at him coldly and said, "My decision to divorce you is not about money. However, you have no chance to turn things around. Sophia has been watching you closely. You have caused her so much hurt. She will definitely not let you off easily. Even if Alex is very smart, he still can't sort everything out at once." He thought for a moment. He held his head in pain. Sophia was abandoned by her family, right? How could she have the ability to deal with me? I stood up. Finally, I said what I had kept hidden for more than half a year. Sophia was never abandoned. She never experienced a miscarriage either. If you hadn't decisively chosen to give her up back then, she would have always held love for you. She might have even used her family's resources to help you get into a Fortune 500 company. Unfortunately, you missed that opportunity. In the end, it is you who is facing the backlash of what you desired. No need for me to say more. Alex can understand all of this himself. His face slowly turned from pale to rosy. There was a flicker of despair and anger in his eyes. "Are you trying to deceive me? Are you setting a trap for me? My company is being targeted. It's on the verge of bankruptcy. It's also your doing. I loved you so much. I would rather give up my own son. I still want your forgiveness. I even promised to adopt one. How could you do this to me?" He accused me wildly. All I could do was smirk. "Alex, it was you who first deceived me and us. The hate and pain you feel now, we have long experienced. And ever since the moment you got together with Sophia, no matter what reasons you have, I no longer care about your love. I've lost interest in it." After saying that, I breathed a sigh of relief. The worries in my heart finally disappeared. I left lightly. I know I was wrong. "Emily, you can punish me however you want. Just please don't take everything away from me. Just leave me alone, okay? I don't want any children anymore. I don't want anything at all. I only want you." He knelt on the ground, desperately begging me for mercy, hoping that I wouldn't leave, even when his head was bleeding from hitting the ground. I didn't even look at him once. 1 year later, Alex was trapped. There was no way out. He became disoriented, wandering the streets, seeing beautiful little children. He just wanted to take them for himself, believing they were his. Every time he saw him, he was always injured all over. Despite that, Sophia always got particularly angry whenever he was mentioned. She felt that this bad man made her go through a lot. She feels that this bad man has made her go through a lot. She doesn't know how to talk to her boyfriend about it. She found out that she has a new boyfriend. I couldn't help but remind her in any case, there's no need to make sacrifices for that person. I know what she's thinking. She doesn't really want to be honest with my husband. I don't want that either.